Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and tonight we're going to start diving into some of the guilds of Ravnica themselves, and we're going to get into Dimir, and I'm going to go with this fun little deck. Can be competitive, can be a lot of interesting games that come out of this, and this is going to be Turbo Surveil. So I'm not going to lie, I did sort of semi-borrow the idea off of Merchant whenever he did the deck on his channel. I did make some changes for mine. Some of the stuff that he had in his I didn't care for, and I felt like the deck needed a little bit more removal, so I kind of put my own little twist and made my own little changes to it, and it works out really well. I really do enjoy the deck. So first and foremost, we're looking at 3 Thoughtbound Phantasms. These are 2/2 basically walls for all intents and purposes, but as you continue to surveil throughout the deck, it gets bigger and bigger, and when it hits +3 counters, it can then attack. It's then a 5/5. You'll begin to recognize the theme with that whenever it gets into the Dimir Spybug as well. Nightveil Sprite, of course, mostly here to help trigger that surveil. It surveils even if it dies, because that happens before as the attack's happening. So again, helps build up your Phantasm, starts building up your Spybugs. 2 cast downs for those pesky little creatures is just getting in your way and you can't get rid of. Dimir Spybug, of course, the upside to this one is not only is it a 1/1, when it comes in, it gets 1/1 for every time you surveil, but it also has menace, so this can be a real pain in the butt, especially if someone only has 1 flyer and you're casting down or getting rid of other creatures. He can easily win the game for you relatively quickly. Discover Dispersal, I tend to lean more towards the Discover side. Dispersal can be a dirty little trick late game whenever you bounce something back and then make them discard it because their hand's empty. Super dirty. So this is one way I have found to get rid of Carnage Tyrant, by the way, because they return a non-land permanent. Carnage Tyrant's all they've got into play. They pull it back and then they have to discard it. So it is a dirty little trick. Thought Erasure, you must absolutely have this in any deck that is running black-blue. It's a fantastic card. And not only does it allow you to get a lot of information about their hand and about their deck and what it's doing by seeing their entire hand, but then you get to pick a card that you don't like the most and get rid of it. So the playset of this is a must. Sinister Sabotage, a little bit of counter because you are running blue, you need a little bit of control, and it has the added benefit of giving you a Surveil 1 on top of that. Disinformation Campaign, whenever you get this and Thought Erasure kind of going at the same time, basically you're forcing them to drop a card out of their hand, and then every time you surveil, you pull it back. So for all intents and purposes, you just continuously keep dropping cards out of their hand, out of their hand. Now against Golgari decks and decks that go into really are okay with dropping stuff in their graveyard, that isn't so good, but most other decks, that's damaging. It really is. Notion Rain, mostly in here because I love the artwork, but it does do a Surveil 2, and it does do 2 damage to you, but then you can draw 2 cards. So it is a little bit of hand rebuild, fantastic little card. Price of Fame, for all of those little creatures that you want to get rid of, you need a little bit more removal on this since you're running black, and it does give you the bonus of surveilling 2. Now, at one point in time, I was running 3 of these, but I was bumping into the issue of Planeswalkers. And if a Planeswalker got into play, I didn't really have an answer for them, so that's where I ended up putting into Vraska's Contempt. So you may want to stick with the 3 Price of Frames and keep with that. For this, Vraska's Contempt's a fantastic card. Had to do it. Doom Whisperers are an absolute must. Fantastic little card, 6/6 flying trample, you pay 2 life, you can surveil, and there is no cap on that. So more often than not, I'll have something like the Dimir Spybug, for example, on an attack, and someone will block him, and right before he dies, I'll surveil myself, pay myself all the way down to 2 life remaining, and then kill them with the Dimir Spybug that they didn't block. So super cool. The Dream Eater, 4/3, love the flash ability, love the fact that it surveils 4. Keep in mind, surveil, the number on it does not attach to the Spybugs or the Thoughtbound Phantasm. The act of surveilling itself is all it is, so even if it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it doesn't matter, it doesn't add to those counters. But then you get to bounce something back to their hand as well. This is coming in with 8 islands, 8 swamps, 2 Dimir Guildgates, and these are kind of placeholders for the rare cards that I need, the rare lands for this. So I do only have 3 Drowned Catacombs and 3 Watery Graves. Of course, if you've got the rare cards, go get them. You're going to want to trade them out for those other rare cards to kind of go in. So that's the deck. Let's go in and play some best of ones. So as with all of my more competitive decks, also I have the daily mission for black or blue spells. Why not do both? So as with all of my semi-competitive decks, I am going to do a 2-part review. We'll do some best of ones to give you an idea of what the deck looks like, and then in the second video to follow this one, we'll go and enter the competitive best of ones and see how well we do. Oh, and if you haven't heard already, and by now, it's all over the internet by now, but if you go into the claim rewards and type in game awards, you get a whole bunch of free cards, 25 free cards, and Sinister Sabotage is one of them. We absolutely will be keeping this. Do wish I had a Dimir Spybug, but let's make him think we're not playing control just yet. Ooh, is it? Okay, what is it card do we not like? We're gonna hit him with Thought Erasure. Enigma Drake. Banefire can be annoying. Let's make him drop the Drake. I don't need the land. No, no, I don't need it. And he's going to opt on his turn. And that is the beauty of Thought Erasure. I now have full... Search for Canto was probably the right answer. Now that I'm looking at that, that was probably what I should have done. So we are going to go ahead and discover. Wow, look at all the land we've got. I need... I'll just take it. So now I need to start keeping up Sinister Sabotage, because, I mean, he's got a Banefire in his hand, I know that. At some point in time, he is going to try to cast something not fun. I'd love to see any of my creatures, aside from the Doom Whisperer, a Watery Grave. So he himself does have some level of control in there as well. No. I'll take the 2 damage for this instead. Really looking for like my smaller little critters. Like, where are they? See, now that's what I was worried about. That's why I'm holding on to the Doom Whisperer. I'm going to wait until he casts something. He must be in the same position that I am. So if I go 1, 2, 3, I should still have enough. To cast Sinister Sabotage should something I don't like happen. I'm actually okay with that. Gets the counter, gets the control out of his hand. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might be able to pull this off. He does not have control in his hand. Banefire, Shock, Shock. Let's pull that Banefire out. And we will take that. He could get lucky. No. No, I'm gonna wait. Patience is a virtue. Flipped as Kanta, so that is troublesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I don't have enough to cast Doom Whisperer. I probably should have done it when it was tapped out. Fiery Cannonade. Cool. Again, really surprised I'm not seeing any of my little critters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got enough for Sinister Sabotage should he try to do something crazy. Which he's not going to. Okay. So now he's going to try the Fiery Cannonade, which I'm going to Sinister Sabotage. Oh, I should have waited until he did both. No, I don't need the land. I should have let him do both shocks. That is so my fault. Utter misplan on my part. He still would have had enough direct damage to get through. I have an answer for you, Mr. Rahl.
Because the other one's going bye-bye.
Bye, Rahl. Nice talking to you. Again, none of my little critters, none of them are here. He double Rahl? What?
The nth power, carry the one. Yep, odds of victory look good.
I mean, I do think it's kind of weird that the only creature spells that I have found was... It's getting kind of ridiculous, actually.
Decisions.
No, sir. Dream Eater works. I'll make him bounce Raw back his hand. Oh, that's right. He can't be countered. So I don't need any land. What I really need are creatures. I mean, it's super bizarre. I have so many creatures in this deck, and I am down to... Total misplay. I misplayed twice here. Although he did have all the burn spells in the end to end up killing the Doom Whisperer, so I guess it isn't so bad, because he would have gotten away with it anyway. But yeah, burning the Sinister Sabotage on Niv Mizzet, who can't be countered, total rookie move.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
This is what happens when two control decks play against each other. It's so slow. Sure, who needs land? I'll hold it. Make him think I've got something that I don't.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
This is a battle of the guilds here in another search for okay. Oh, I got a Spybug. Woo! A little late in the game for that. All the surveilling I've done here before, he would have been awesome. Early game. Nice. Effectively, I think this game's over. All he's going to do is cast spells, and if mids its ability, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill the Spybug. He's going to cast another spell just to do it. And then he's going to hit me with Niv.
So exciting.
And then I'm dead. Yep, there we go. Good game. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, at least I got to cast a lot of black and blue spells. I don't know, it just seemed like a weird shuffle on that one. I felt like I never got any of the things I really needed. Like, it would have been really nice to get the Thoughtbound Phantasm and the Spybug early game, and as all that surveilling I was doing at the beginning of the game to help build those up would have been super useful. Yeah, that's more like it. Be a gentleman, say hello. I'd like to, and the reason why I have not done this yet, I should probably do this on the next turn. Ooh. Flower. Makes me think it's a Selesnya and build up a ramp deck. So. We'll drop down the Thoughtbound Phantasm. Let's see what he puts down. The stuff they need is usually on the higher end, so I'll Thought Erasure probably this turn. Okay. Alright, let's see what you're holding, buddy. March on through History of Melania. Legion's Landing. It's really difficult not to toss a Johnny or the Mocha Multitudes. I think I'm going for a Johnny. Because normally decks like this do not have the ability to pull stuff out of their graveyard. And then March on Multitudes has got to be next. Legion Landing's okay, but he's got a whole bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, that's kind of cool. The Benalia will probably come next if I can get another chance to... Ooh. Absolutely. Toss that. I have enough land. And we will hold. I'm wondering when he was going to cast that. I think I might cast down that critter. He's got so many bigger targets for that. What's he got? What's he got? Anything? Okay. Another Legion's Landing. So he's basically out of gas at this point. Oh, it is to laugh. I Turbo Surveil on his turn. That could be a problem.
I've lost so much already. I won't lose more.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I like both of these options, thanks.
Feel the wrath of Scala.
Come on. Yeah, he's gonna do it again to flip Legion's Landing. So we... So I want to Disinformation Campaign him. He dropped Flower, of course. Guess he's going to do March of Multitudes here, but he doesn't have a ton of mana to put into it. Nope, I'm going to wait for the inevitable attack that is coming. He's going to be sorely disappointed.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
You lose it this turn if we don't use it, my friend. This one's an interesting one. I've seen people like basically kill themselves to try to keep this 1/1 alive. It's crazy to me. He is really taking his time. Any time, my friend. Come on. Okay. So Ritual of Soot ones in this deck. He's got a whole bunch of little ones now. Is he willing to kill Vivian Reed to kill the Doom Whisperer? I'm gonna guess no.
Scars are lessons written
Guess
in
so.
skin. This is nothing.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Goblin Chain Whirler. Whoosh. Wipes out the whole bunch of them. So we're gonna kill you. Boo. Doesn't have much I can do. I feel like I'm not getting the cards that I need. It's so weird. Yes, I'm doing it just to draw a card. Just for the record. Not quite sure what the thought process is about here. And I will GG him here. He can just swing in. Come on. Conclave Shaper. Really? You need to do that? Okay. I mean, you've already got the game won, but okay. There, I can do things that are pointless too. I'm still taking 12, 15 damage, but why not? Ooh. I don't know, this deck's a little frustrating today. I did make my goal though, so that's good. I gotta give you one. I've gotta give you at least one win on this deck. That's super crazy. Vraska. Disinformation, Sinister, like all the. No, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna Mulligan. Why? Why? Oh, a fellow Dimir deck. I see you're a scholar and a gentleman, my friend. I did not say hello. I have plenty of 1 and 2 drops in this deck. How is that possible? I'm not gonna give up. I love this card. A Watery Grave. No. No. Just gonna hold off to Sinister Sabotage whatever he comes out with this turn. Oh, no you didn't. Sure. Understaffed. I don't really need to pay the life. Disinformation Campaign, make him draw a drop a card. No, I'm just gonna get nothing but lands. I am tapped down, my friend, so you are free to swing away here. Interesting. Okay, he's tapped down, so I will absolutely take the opportunity to do Whisper this time. So at the end of his turn, I intend to Surveil because I want something other than land this turn. And he quit. Woohoo! We did really well. So well, in fact, he quit because Doom Whisperer came out. One more, come on! Like, you're telling me he had no answers for that? None whatsoever? Like, he's up 23. I'm down to 15, and he's like, nope. Doom Whisperer's out. I'm done, homie. You got me. Your one card on the table is all it's going to take to beat me. Not that I'm complaining. You saw the last couple of games. No, see, this is a little bit better. No blue mana. Really? Really? Oh my god, Arena. What are you doing to me lately? Like, honestly? Seriously? Like, anything it can do to be like, hey, let's see if we can screw you every way we can think of. We're going to give you all those 1 and 2 drop cards you were asking for, but we're going to give you mana in only 1 color. How dare you play 2 colors? This is exceedingly frustrating. I do have 2 discovers. I can probably go and fish for them. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. I'm iffy about that because he does have red, which tells me that he's probably going for... Yep, this is probably an Is It Drake, Is It Phoenix deck because he's trying to intentionally flush the Arc like Phoenix into there. Which means he's got oodles of things like Lava Coil. I don't really need to do that because I'm going to Thought Erasure. Let's see what else I can do today. Yeah, no sir, no Crackling Drake for you. Opt. He does have another Lava Coil out there. Chart of Course, he's probably going to opt. Dive down, that's cool. He has no creatures except for the one that made him discard. So as much as I really, really, really do want to cast this, Lava Coil is going to be stupid. So let's do this instead. Now I know making him discard cards is helping him. So he took Dive Down? Cool. The Enigma Drake. He is, of course, tapped down now. Yeah, no, I'm going to hold. Because he's going to try to Lava Coil my boyo. And I'm going to say, no, sir. No Lava Coil for you. He's going to end up hitting me in the face with that thing, by the way, that 5-4. Shock? No, sir. No shock for you. Although now he's got the Lava Coil, he'll just cast the Lava Coil instead. That's okay. I'll take that cast on to kill Mr. Enigma Drake. I'm alright with that. Well, since he's going to Lava Coil it anyway... Although I should have probably drew the Lava Coil out of his hand. I would have said that out loud. That's a shame. Alright, goodbye, Mr. Enigma Drake. And I like drawing cards, so could you get rid of one again, please? Draw a card. Ooh, Vraska's Contempt. Keep answers up for all of his drakes. And that's actually a really good one because it actually exiles it. So if he does get the Arc-like out, that's a perfect thing to do with the Arc-like. Because once it's exiled, he cannot pull it back out of the graveyard. So that's another reason to have that little sweetheart sitting there. So I don't see any direct damage spells. So I'm going to hold, because I know he's going to try to pull off. He's getting mana screw is really his problem. But he is going to try to pull off getting the Arc-like out this time. And then I'm going to exile it and chuckle maniacally. So there's one... Oh no? He's just trying to do it without a card. That's not even on his turn. So that's the play, is if he's got like 1-2 cast spells, which he does not, Ooh. This is probably a bad idea. Okay. You should have been holding on to that to get the arc leg out. If you had that, you have that in opt. What are you doing? No, I don't need land. Yeah, no, if you had a shock in your hand, you've got an opt in your hand. Oh, you just need one more spell. One more one casting cost spell. You could have jump-started out of your graveyard. So it makes me wonder if he saw this deck on the internet and built it. And doesn't really understand how it works. Like, he got the idea of graveyarding his Arc-like Phoenix. 2 of them, in fact. But he's not doing anything required to get them out. Okay, buddy, you got it. I'm going to Disinformation Campaign one more time, yeah. Draw another Vraska's Contempt to deal with the other Arc-Light. Oh, it is to laugh. Don't need the land. Take the Disinformation Campaign. Works for me. Like, I honestly think he doesn't know how to play this deck. Charter Course, and he's tapped down. Like, he has 2 Arc-like Phoenixes in his graveyard, and he's not... Okie dokie. So, I can't do anything about the Beacon Bolt until it's out of his graveyard. So, as funny as it really would be... I would love, love, love... to cast that Thoughtbound Phantasm. But he's just going to Beacon Bolt it from the graveyard for 1 billion. Don't need that, don't need that. Oh, is it a sorcery? Yeah, so it's gotta be done his turn. I can use it to bait him so that I can get the Doom Whisperer out. Make him drop that card that's in his hand. And let's go with that too. I need to be careful with how much I'm surveilling. Listen, I thought I saw a Niv Mizzet. Is that in his graveyard? So he's gonna try to Beacon Bolt something? If he's smart, he Beacons both the Thoughtbound Phantasm. Okay, done. Job done. You have done your job well, my friend. So now... Mr. Doom Whisperer can come out. Let's see what else else I got coming? Sure, I like both of those options, actually. Like, I honestly don't think he understands. Yeah, I honestly don't think he understands how the deck works. Like, so the whole idea with the Archbound Phoenix is tossing those into your graveyard is that you're going to cast a whole bunch of free spells, get them out of your graveyard for free, and not pay the mana cost. Like, that's the whole idea of the deck. So this is why you don't net deck, kids, because if you don't understand how to play the deck, I don't care how good it is, the deck can't save you. It takes skill. It takes understanding the game, understanding how those cards go together and why they're in the deck in the first place. So, in any case, I hope you enjoyed this one. I will get into the more competitive side of this, and I'm a little wary, actually, to be concerned. I think that's probably the best game we had out of that one. And the first two were just kind of garbage, and then I had someone quit and 3 turns into the other one, 4 turns into the other. So, and anyway, I hope you do enjoy the video. This is a cool little deck. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun in paper than it is on here tonight. I'm not sure what's going on with Arena today, but it just doesn't like my Turbo Surveil deck. So if you did like the video, make sure to hit the like button. Drop a comment down in below. If you have any ideas to add into this, what cards would you add to Dimir Turbo Surveil to make this one a little bit more efficient? I'd love to know. I'm looking forward to some ideas. I do have a Patreon as well if you are so inclined. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. So until next time, guys, we will see you in the arena.